Hello, my name is Ghost D and I will be your host today on the Cyber Vikings channel. I'm doing things a little differently for this video because I have a couple of updates. One is personal, one might be involving the Cyber Vikings. There's a couple things up in the air right now that we're kind of toying with the idea of, but I wanted to throw something out there so that you can get excited with us. First, the personal stuff. You can see there's a bit of a backdrop change going on right now. Excuse my hair, it's a catastrophe. But I'm changing up the way that my office is set up. So you're going to start seeing foam thrown up behind me at some point here in the near future, because I really need to soundproof this room. I'm recording late at night. My kids are just down the hall. In fact, my son shares a wall with this room, so I definitely need to do that, and that is coming. So you should see some major differences there. A couple other things. You can see that my lighting situation isn't exactly set up well. We're gonna fix that too. I think that's pretty much it for what I'm doing. I have some videos coming up in the next week. I'm planning to have probably another 4 up, so looking between 7 and 8 videos by next Friday. Fingers crossed. As far as Cyber Vikings go, there's a couple of opportunities for some collaborative stuff with other streamers that are outside of our group, which would be neat. The YouTube community, in terms of gaming and streamers, it's very broad, but it's very almost tightly knit. Everyone is willing to give you a helping hand. It's not about being the top dog. It's like, hey, I'm having fun doing this, you should be able to have fun doing this too. So they've been very welcoming. I'm not going to name any names at the moment because I don't want to make any promises or put those people in a bad light if it's not something that they end up doing with us. But there are some opportunities for it coming up. Excuse me for all the shakiness. I'm using a different monitor. I'm actually using a TV right now because the monitor I had before was, you know what, I'm just going to show you what I was on before. Oh, excuse me. There's some guitars. So I was on that beast before. Excuse all the crap. I've been moving some stuff around my office. But yeah, that is not working for me. It heats up this room to an ungodly degree. I think it was 104 degrees. I checked on my phone. I don't know how accurate those things are, the phone, but it's got the IR sensor. Yeah, 104 degrees in here. It's November and my window is open. It should not be anywhere near that. So I needed to make some changes. It was actually affecting my Wi-Fi connection when it heated up in this room that much. The TV was emitting that much heat, and it could and has melted chocolate on my desk. So it's not really something that I want to continue or have chocolate on my desk. Don't laugh at me. Don't judge me. It's not cool. So anyway, those are the major updates for the moment. Getting back to games today, I'm going to do a very short review of Who is Mike, and we're also going to take a look at Lunarsea. So I want to start with Who is Mike. It's a graphic novel with multiple endings type situation. So it's still a game. You get to make the decisions and choices. I really liked this, so I'm not going to do a playthrough. And the reason for that is because it's free. So anyone can get it. And you don't need a powerful computer because it doesn't take up much resources. And I think everyone should get a chance to go play this. I actually had to question what my character, what I was doing in this game. And what I mean by that is the premise is you wake up and there's a doppelganger standing over you with a baseball bat. And he's very convincing. And you have to determine which of you is the real character. And the whole time I'm thinking, oh, he's, I got to figure out how to prove that he's not me. And there was a couple points where I'm like, shit, what if I'm not this character? What if I am somebody else? Do I have a different agenda? Do I play to that? So it was really neat to step into the shoes of this character's situation. I do want to just show you kind of the artwork. So we're going to move over here and take a look at it. This is the interesting. Again, I'm not going to read a whole lot of this. I'll read maybe like 10 lines to give you an idea of the art style and everything. So, my head, my nape throbbed with a sudden persistent pain. Dizziness came and went like a slow trickle of sweat. What? It was evening. The curtains were closed. Okay, so we're going to kind of click through some of the stuff because I want you to see the actual artwork. Not much changes from frame to frame. We're just going to run through this a little bit. I don't know how many things I've clicked through. I mean, this is almost like a PowerPoint presentation with some extra perks, but the storyline is so good. It's really, really good. So I'm not going to ruin any endings here. Okay. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on. What I want to get to is, so Sarah's the girlfriend here, Mike's girlfriend, and he's trying to throw you out and say you're leaving, and you're like, well, why the hell should I leave? I'm the original. You should get the hell out. And basically it gets to the point where he's like, no, you're a mess. If she sees two of us, she's gonna freak. And this is kind of where your decisions start to really matter. So pretty much the mentality that I had here is I need to differentiate myself from this character. I need to be able to say, no, I'm Mike, and I have my own thoughts and feelings about this. So I tended to be almost polar opposite of the other Mike, because I was trying to figure out stuff. I was trying to figure out when he was lying, when he was not lying, and that was really helpful for me. However, there was a point where I kind of got thrown off the trail. There was a point where I actually lied and said, I am Mike. The option was to tell the truth or tell a lie, and it was, I am Mike. There was some other stuff with it as well, but they really made me think, which part is the lie? Like, I really thought, oh shit, I'm not the real Mike. What is my agenda? Should I play to the agenda now? Should I keep trying to convince Sarah that I'm the real Mike? So anyway, my best advice is to really think about how you want to be compared to the other Mike and play through that. Oops, excuse me here, I'm hitting stuff. I'm not quite used to this new setup yet. So I just want to bring Sarah into the room. I like a lot of Sarah's responses. They're the kind of things that my wife would say or I would say in this situation, and it makes sense. It's pretty well thought out, the dialogue. Okay, so she's just realized that there's two of us, and she's like, oh my god, this is what the fuck. Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. If I saw two of my wife, I'd be like, excuse me for a minute, but what the hell's going on? I mean, who wouldn't? If you walk into somebody, into a scenario where there's two of one person, you're absolutely gonna freak the fuck out. Mike and Sarah too. I think we've crossed the threshold of sort of bad a long time ago. Yeah, these are reactions that I could see in this scenario, and I love it. I love how the chemistry in the dialogue between all three characters in this situation are. It just makes sense. You can always scroll back to, like, if you don't like or if you need to refer back to a different part of the dialogue, you can go back so far, which is kind of a nice feature. So anyway, that's all I'm going to share this because I don't want to spoil it. It's really, really, really good, and I highly advise that you go out and grab it. It's free. It's free, and pretty much if you have at least 2 gigs of memory, because you pretty much need that to run a Windows 10 machine if that's what you're running, you can run this. You can run this on Mac too. Really, really look at picking this up. Who is Mike? Oh, and the music's got some pretty good ambiance to it. It's got some pretty good, ambient music in the background to set a mood. And it does change up. It's kind of nice. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show again for Who's Mike. Pick it up today. There's no risk to this. Alrighty. Excuse me. I'm fighting off a cold presently, so hopefully you won't have to listen to too much of my grunting. Trying to clear my throat. Okay, game capture. So I just got to pick this up. Lunarsea. Oh yeah, that music. The mythical god Cthulhu has stolen. I think it's Cthulhu, right? Is it Cthulhu or I feel like it's Cthulhu. Somebody tell me in the comments how you phonetically spell it so that I can understand it. I'm going to say Cthulhu for now. But the mythical god Cthulhu has stolen the Earth's moon. Now he's trying to make his escape. The Earth and Space Defense Association, or the ESDA, is hot on his trail, trying to restore the moon to its rightful place. Guide Cthulhu on his journey, forward riding in the only transportation he could find, an old sailboat. I hope this rickety ship will survive the ride. Wait a minute. Cthulhu can only find a boat? Really? For that matter, an old sailboat. He went down to the pier and the only thing that was there was an old sailboat? Okay, Cthulhu. Why is it that in every other game you pretty much fucking show up out of nowhere, but this time you can only find one single boat? Whatever. Okay, so we're gonna play a game. So this is a lot like a mobile game. It might even be a mobile game for all I know. We're just gonna start at the beginning. I played this a little bit just to get a feel for it. Okay, start. So you're Cthulhu and you've stolen the moon and you can use it. And that's pretty much all this game is. You can scroll back and forth. Now there is some interesting mechanics sometimes that I'm not sure how much I like or don't like. Alright. Oh, get up there. Get up there. Oh, see, I just took a hit. Nope. That's pretty much the whole premise of the game. You're just using the moon to ride it out. Oh, no. That's what spacebar does. Pauses the game. Damn it. Here we go. Get up there. There we go. Oh no. Yay. I'm sure there's a good way to handle that, but whatever. Ooh. was it. Play a couple more levels and just see how it goes, and then we'll end it. I don't need this one to be a super long video. By the way, the other thing I'd like some feedback on from you guys is, are the videos I'm making too long? Are they too short? What do you want to see? Because honestly, I'm just kind of doing me at the moment until I get some feedback on what you guys want to know. And I'm still going to do me, don't get me wrong. It's still going to be me. Oh, I'm taking a hit. Yep. I just, you know, I want this to be entertaining. The goal is to be entertaining, and if I'm not achieving that, then I wanna fix it. So let me know. We'll do one more, and we'll call it quits. I love this game. This is a nice, just if you're, man, I'm on the phone for a minute. I don't have time for a game, but I just feel like doing something because I'm bored out of my mind. It's mind numbing, and at the end of the day, that's kind of what we want games to be. We don't want to have to deal with anything serious. So this is exactly what sometimes I need in a video game. Just simplicity, something that I don't have to think too much. Just have fun with it. Ouch. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Whatever. Level 2 done. Excuse me, I need a drink. I'm really struggling here, guys. Sorry. Oh, I got an achievement. It kind of froze the game a little bit. Oh, yep. You know, it's really not easy. It looks easier. Well, probably is easier for most people, and I'm just bad at video games. But it looks to me a lot easier than it actually is. Like, you would think, oh, you can just go up here and stay here. It doesn't matter. They will find a way to screw you. Yay. Oh, man, I'm gonna take that hit. That's hard to get over. I think I use the moon too much. I wonder if that has something to do with it. Like, it kind of like calculates a level that you're an elevation that you're at to make it challenging. So maybe the idea is not to use the moon as much. Oh man. Oh! I'm getting so lucky right now. Oh! Oh! Did get super lucky there. Hey! Level 3. We'll keep going this time until I die, and we'll end it. Ooh, shit. Ah, get up there. Oh no! I had plenty of time to react and I just didn't. So that was Lunarsea. Quick review of Who is Mike. Again, I really hope you guys go ahead and get that game because they're the graphic novel. It's really, really good. It only takes about an hour to get through, but I didn't do all the endings. So I think I did a single playthrough, and I think I got the good ending, which was very satisfying. Now, there are some other really cool, creepy endings, but go out there and play it. And if you like it, come back and throw some thoughts in the comments to, how you felt about how your playthrough went. Did you get the ending you wanted? Yeah, I'd like to have some of those discussions, and I will absolutely comment back, because I'm a nobody getting into YouTube, and right now I have the time some time to actually interact with you guys, whoever you are out there. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, leave that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ghost out.